Sup, everybody? How you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. What up? Let's get this thing started, man. A little bit late tonight. I was actually hanging out in Cade's stream. Is this a Diablo 2 live stream? We could turn it into one, Corey. Honestly, we could make this a Diablo 2 live stream. Sure, man. Servers go down. Cross your fingers that the servers go down. We'll whip out the Diablo 2 right now, man. Hell yeah. Actually, I don't think I have it installed anymore. I had it installed. I was playing it a little bit before I wiped my computer, before I formatted my computer, which was, I don't know how many months ago now at this point, maybe 6 months ago or something like that. I was kind of screwing around with a little bit of the Diablos again, but hey man, it's a pretty small download. I can download it real quick. But what's up, everybody? What's up? I was just hanging out in Cade's. That's why I was late tonight. I actually have an excuse. It's not really a good excuse, but yeah, I wanted to watch him do the maze challenge. He's in there right now, so I actually recommend you guys check out Cade's channel right now. He's at like the final boss. I just couldn't wait any longer. He's in there with a 565 Morning Star. But what's up, people? Let's get a tweet out nice and quick since I am so late. We need to get things underway. Dearest at Marvel Champ. No, why is it do? See, okay. Normally, what I do is I do at the @ sign, M, and then tab. And for the longest time, it's been at Marvel Champions. I don't know how Mutamac got in here. Like, I like you, Mutamac, but this, you're taking over, and you shouldn't be taking over. Damn it! Alphabetical order. What happened to alphabetical order? I need to do MA tab. I swear, if it goes to Trucos, I'll be so upset. All right. Anyway, ranting about the tab system and Twitter aside, dearest at Marvel Champions, I don't mean to sound like. Wait, hold on. Should we go with this? I think I had a different tweet that I wanted to use too. All right, you know what? Let's actually let's. When I was in Kids, I thought of a different tweet. Let's go with this one. 19 and 20 got into a fight. 21. Okay. Someone once told me. Well, I don't. Actually, screw it. Let's just go with the other one I was gonna say. I don't mean to sound like a spoiled brat or anything, but I never did get that pony you were supposed to send me for Christmas. Christmas? I just typed that as. Oh, well, it's supposed to be capital, right? For Christmas. As I am now live. Okay. Let me think it's spoiler about anything, but I never did get that pony you were supposed to send me for Christmas. Tweet. Alright. That really hurt when I hit myself in the head, actually. That was I used way too much force. I don't know if that came through to you guys, but that one hurt. It was a loud noise. All right. Lakers bodyguard sent it over $2 already, saying, "Beaver, I'm recruiting for Plat 3 next season with a Space Invader." Oh, that is a Space Invader. Wow, I thought it was a Space Invader. I hovered on it, and that's the name of the emoji. Sweet. All right. Well, I gotta tell you, I'm probably not gonna join your alliance. I'm set where I'm at. But if anybody's looking for a nice, solid Plat 3 alliance out there, hit up Lakers bodyguard. He's recruiting. Although maybe you want to wait till you get the season rewards before you jump ship. But hey, at the end of the season, keep that in mind. Lakers bodyguard is recruiting. In the meantime, however, although I'm not going to be joining you, I will say. I'm stuck. Slap. I got unstuck. All right. Let's just hop right into arena because yeah, I got to get this grind on. Need to get the unit stash back in order after all the gifting and trading that took place. So let's just hop right to it. So weird getting the notification for your tweet before you send it on the stream. Yeah, it probably comes through like 15 seconds earlier or something like that before you actually see it on the stream. Got one last path to 3.3 to 100% variant. Unable to do though. Please help with the buffet Korg BG. Oh, that's a tough fight, dude. I would say there's two main options to get through the buffet Korg. One is having a high-level Void or just being extremely skilled with Void. You could do it with, I mean, if you're skilled enough, which I am not this skilled, I'm saying you got to be really skilled. You could do that fight with like a 3-star Void technically, but that's like impossible practically, right? So I would say you have to have either a very high-level Void. You know, we're talking like 455 minimum. Or what you can do if you don't have that Void is you can just drop the Dexterity Mastery, go in there with any champion, bait out heavy attacks to get your openings, and just kind of brute force your way through that fight. By brute forcing, I mean just going in, do as much damage as possible with your highest DPS champion. Know that you're probably going to die, and then just use the items to get back in there and just kind of do that over and over until you get through the fight. It's not the ideal method, but it is a method at least. If you want to just spend some time like farming up the potions or something like that, take your time with it. Yeah, not ideal, but at least you get through. BG, what's up, my dude? Got through variant 2.1 and 2.2 tonight with minimal resources spent. Nice, super dirty pickle. And currently sit at 2.8 mil for Waspy. Tonight is mine. Dude, you're killing it. Nice, man. I got to get on the Wasp grind a little bit more myself. I started the grind. I'm not, I feel like I'm at a good spot. I can't remember exactly where I'm at. We'll check in on that in a sec. I think I've done maybe like 20 rounds or something like that in there. Oh, I need to pay attention a little bit to this fight. I forgot I'm in uncollected at the moment. Whoops, kind of just auto-piloting, auto-fighting my way through here a little bit. Have to wait for the mail with season rewards. Want them before leaving Alliance? Yeah, oh yeah, make sure you do that. Definitely do that. Jerry Moreno sending over $5 saying, hey BG, should I awaken 5-star Vision, Kang, or Sparky? Not Kang. Not Kang. Kang, strictly a trophy champion. I mean, maybe there'll be maybe there's some slight use for him out there, right? But for the most part, the dude's a trophy champion. OG Vision and Stark Spidey are, they are the real thing, man. They are the champions that you actually want to be using. As for which of those two that you want to awaken, it's debatable. I mean, it really depends on what you're looking for. I mean, of course, Vision is one of the kings of power control in this game, basically right up there with Magic in terms of just being a monster for power control, and Stark Spidey up there with the best of them for damage output. So depends on what you need. I think either are fine options. I would say Vision probably needs the awakening a little bit more, but they both benefit quite a bit from being awakened. I think, you know what? I think Vision needs Sig levels more than Spidey. That's probably what it is. I think they both need to be awakened, but Vision probably needs the Sig levels more. So maybe that'll be a factor for you if you have a lot of Sig stones. Or if you don't have a lot of Sig stones, I should say, then maybe don't consider going OG Vision at the moment. I don't know, it's a tough call. It's a tough call, but just not Kang, basically. Whichever you need more power control or damage, go with Vision or Sparky. But dude, thank you so much for the 5. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you, thank you. Brian Demiak is stressed out about going to work. I've decided the next time I work with the lass, I'm going to try to ask her out, but I don't know when she works next. I'm nervous, BG. Help. I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to tell you. So Brian, get Kang? Yeah, I did not get Kang, John Faith. But I don't know what to tell you, Demiak. I don't know, dude. I'm not. I mean, maybe stalk her? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, dude. All I can say is good luck, really. I don't know how to offer advice in that situation. I'm not exactly the biggest ladies man in the world or anything like that. So yeah, dude. Maybe just try not to throw up on her when you ask her out. I feel like that's a really good start. No matter what the outcome is, whether she's wants to go out with you or not, be cool with that. Just accept that. As long as you don't throw up on her out of nervousness, then you know, I feel like it's a win. Just the fact that you go for it is a win. So yeah. Jay Moreno sent it over another $5. Sam, my magic is SIG 200, and I only got 87 Tech 6 stones. Well, dude, that's a lot of Tech 6 stones, man. But because you already have magic ranked up, maybe you want to diversify a little bit. Maybe you don't necessarily need power control as your next rank up. Then again, Doobs in my alliance, he has both of those champions ranked up and brings both of them to alliance for like every single time. So it's so tough, dude. It's so tough. I don't know what path you're taking alliance for, but yeah, I guess if you need the immunities, go with Vision. Here, all right. Here's what I would do. If I was in that position, if I needed the immunities, like let's say you take Path 5 in Alliance War and use Magic for the Node 29 mini or something like that, but then you also want to be able to help out on the poison or bleed side of things, you rank up Vision because you need the immunities for it. But if you don't need the immunities, then you already have power control covered. And you might as well rank up a DPS champion unless you already have DPS covered too, in which case you can do whatever you want pretty much. But yeah, I think that's how I would go about it. I mean, 87 tech stones, that is plenty of stones though. Like that'd be enough to get the ball rolling with Vision, and then you feed them a little bit more as time goes on. But yeah, you're pretty much right there. Some people don't even like to max out Vision. A lot of people like to kind of stop short of maxing out. So yeah. Thank you very much for the now $10 though, dude. Really appreciate it. Do not eat and then lay down when you still have stuff to do before bed. Yeah, that's a rip. Good night. Good night. Hello from India. Hello to India. BG Bonesaw and Hoochie Wife in here. What's going on? Long time no see. Have been feeling burnt out on the game lately, but think I may stay as I pulled 5-star Ghost today. Ooh, nice. Just can't decide which 5-star to be my first rank 5. Corvus, Sparky, Blade, Quake, Ghost. Yeah, that's a tough one. There's a lot of personal preference there, I would say. All good champions. Can't really go wrong with any of those options as long as you like that champion. So good luck with your decision. Congrats on your Ghost pull. Always a good pull, even if it does complicate your rank up decisions a little bit. So yeah. Hell, Fearless Leader, what's up, Art of Chaos? BJ, have you done any chilled challenges yet? I think I did one chilled challenge. So yeah, I still have a bunch of those things to do. Still have the majority of them available to me. He sending over 5 of them Canadian bucks, saying if For Loki ever wants a 9-man war in attack and needs a perma backup, I'm your man. Qualifications 10k plus prestige, I'm assuming. Gatorade guy. Ooh, dude, I am really thirsty right now. I could use that. Massage, on-call, help, button pusher. Oh, you're gonna regret that, dude. You don't understand. We have a lot of grinders in here, man. If you're a help, like you won't get anything done in the entire game if all you're doing is hitting the help button. Ooh. I almost want to say let's get you in here just to see the mental breakdown that's going to happen after you hit the help button 1,000 times every 5 minutes, essentially, because that's what's going to be needed, dude. We got some grinders in here, man. We got some grinders. But, dude, thank you so much for the 2 toonies and a loony. I'm no longer in charge of the leadership duties like I once was a mere couple of hours ago. So I can't help you out on that part. But the B Manny is in here. Speaking of leadership, we got the B Manny. B Manny, do we need a Gatorade guy? Can we get a Gatorade guy? I mean, it'd be pretty sweet to get some free Gatorade drinks and stuff like that. So, you know. What's up, Real Deal? Saying evening, Grant and Mrs. Grant. What's going on, dude? Swaggy loves his mommy. Is Swaggy Spoatster in here too? Brian! Word equals Zug Zwang. Zug Zwang. That is offensive. Really. I can't believe you would... Can't believe you would use that word in here, Star. Zug's Wang is a type of bird that almost ate my great grandfather's head off back in World War II. That's... The time frame might not exactly be there for that many greats, but that's what happened. It's a type of bird, essentially. It's a bird that has a really big wingspan, long beak, and lots of teeth, and it almost ate my great grandfather's head off. That's the definition. What's up, Dicer? We got Justin Russell sending over $2 saying best way to get tier 3 class cots hard to rank up. Well, you got two options pretty much, Justin. I'll show you both of them. It kind of depends on how active you are in this game for how easy it is to get either of them. So, I mean, the first way is this the event quest here. You go through on the hard difficulty, and you're not even guaranteed to get one. I mean, this quest sucks. This quest is awful, really. But if it's all you can do, then hey, you got to get the fragments somehow. You get some fragments for completing it, and when you're actually in the quest, you have a chance out of these chests here to get a full one, but for the most part, you're just gonna get fragments. But you do get full ones out of there, so that is one option, one method for getting them. The better method, which does require you to be a little bit more active, but the better method for getting these things is through the solo events. Where if we look at hero use right now, which I mean, you don't have to do anything special for hero use. You just use your champions, right? If we look at the rewards for it, and we go to, here we go, the 4th milestone is when you start to get these tier 3 class catalyst fragment crystals. So you get some there, you get some for the final milestone as well, and then you could even, in the ranked rewards, depending on how high you rank, I guess you got to be the top 10% to get them, but you can even get these fully formed tier 3 class catalyst crystals. You don't need to go that hard that you're getting the fully formed ones, but if you can at least get them from the milestones, that is such a huge help. That's how I get all of mine. All of the tier 3 class catalysts that I need, they all come from those crystals. I just have a giant stockpiling of them. Of course, I am more active than most, though, so keep that in mind that if you're not that active, you might not be able to get them as much, but, you know, they have, what, I guess 280 in each of them? That seems about right, 280. So about 10%. Each crystal is about 10% of a class catalyst, it seems. Yeah. So that's pretty much the methods for getting them. Thank you very much for the $2, dude. Wish you the best of luck in getting your tier 3 class cats. Zugzwang, noun, a chess situation in which the obligation to make a move in one's turn is a serious, often decisive disadvantage. Yeah, just like it's a pretty big disadvantage that Zugzwang almost ate my great grandfather's head off. What a disadvantage that was. Very serious too. But okay, all right. So I was close, but I didn't exactly get it this time. I got it. Super Dirty Pickle sending over a buck as well, saying, I'm not sure how, but I did the variant paths with suicides on. Holy crap, dude. I recommend a 565 Spidey to all. Surprisingly, my 6-star Loki did very well. That was fun. Stealing Masochism regen to counteract recoil. Whoa, you could do that? You could steal the regen from Masochism with Loki? Interesting. I did not know that. That's really cool. I don't even know how that would work, but that's pretty sweet. Yeah, dude, I've said it before. I wouldn't mind pulling a 6-star Loki. I don't think I would use him all that much, but certain situations, I think it'd be fun. I don't want to give him any rank up materials, but yeah, I think it'd be really fun just to have a high level Loki like that. But nicely done, dude. Nicely done. Zug's Wang, what Zug has been up to with that hand in his pocket. Wow. Oh my god. ABG, been a while since I've been able to catch one of your live streams. Wanted to know any recommended champs for Road to Labyrinth Round 4 with Spiked Armor. Spiked Armor, I mean, that's the one where if you crit, you deal damage to yourself, right? So there's a bunch of guides out there. I don't think the game has changed that much since those guides were made. I recommend checking those out. The champion, the best champion that comes to mind is what's it called? Crossbones. But yeah, there's other champions that can handle as well. Champions that lower defensive ability accuracy, such as Archangel or Blade, if you can get danger senses and stuff like that. So yeah. Morningstar gets regen when parrying Masochism as well. Really, Cade? Holy crap. Does it actually trigger, like, a healing buff on yourself or something like that? Or is it just a little tiny heal type of thing? Alliance event, class specialist gives you tier 3 as well. Oh, good call, Dimitri. Yeah, there was a what, cosmic event on today where you can get a, I think once a week you get a different tier 3 class cat out of there too. So yeah, that is true. That definitely helps out. I remember before I had a big stockpile of the crystals. Every time I got a tier 3 class cat out of there, I was pretty psyched about it. So yeah. BG, I'm lonely. No one wants to trade crystals with me. Ugh. Well, this is going to be awkward because I also don't want to trade crystals with you if that's what you were about to ask. I'm sorry, man. Not that you asked, but yeah. Yeah, coming down to the end of the gifting event here, it does become a little bit harder to trade with people. Watching your stream on 1080 PhD. Ooh, you're watching the Chrome Dome, the shiny turtle wax head in 1080p. Ooh, that's scary. that's a scary thing, man. Yep, a regen buff. Okay, cool. Hi, Brian. What's up, Nick? What's going on, dude? I mean, speaking of trading stuff, I don't know what I want to do, man. Like, I don't really think I want to trade much anymore. I'm tempted to trade a little bit more, but the thing is, I also left we have like a trading chat channel for the Alliance, and after I did all my trading, I got the hell out of there, man. I ditched that channel pretty quick, and it hurt the pride too much to be like, hey guys, actually, let me back in. So I think for pride reasons, I'm just gonna say, well, nope, I'm done trading. I knew what I was doing. I exited there for a reason. I'm done. It's over. Started trading for only revives, and it was a wise decision. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, trading for those crystals, really not all that valuable. If you could trade for other things, way better. Way, way better. Hey, BG, I'm in a pickle. I have Domino and Crossbones and need an ability reduction champ. Who should I rank up to rank 4? Domino is awakened, and I can awaken Crossbones. Thoughts? I mean, you need ability reduction champ. I don't know. I mean, Crossbones is more of the ability reducer, but I would just rank up that Domino. I would not awaken Crossbones. I would not take Crossbones to rank 4, unless we're talking about a 4-star champion. But I have a feeling you're talking about a 5-star. I would just rank up that Domino and find a different solution personally. I mean, I did say Crossbones is an option for spiked armor. But maybe I should have been more clear in that, like, that's like the only time I find him to be really useful. I am not a big fan of Crossbones in general. So yeah. Should have traded you more tech canisters. Oh, you want more of those things, Nick? Well, if you want to trade a little bit more, we could trade a little bit more. I would just trade a different class type with you. I would trade for maybe the cosmic ones, as much as that makes me sick to think of, since the cosmic mastery is so useless. I would do something like that, and I wouldn't trade a ton of them. I would just trade a few, because I mean you do get some rewards early on in the milestones. So yeah. You'll need some level 2 revives, do you? Because I sure does. I absolutely do not, but you can figure something else out. BG, would you like a dual credit tonight? Dreamin'. Would you like me to ask B Manny to give me back the leadership role so that I can boot your ass? Is that what like? Stop sending me stuff, you jerk. Stop sending me stuff. I hate having these little icons here. I mean, really, I could just accept the dual credits and sell it, and then donate the gold to the Alliance. I've done that in the past, but I don't want to even deal with any of it. I'd rather just let it rot there, because I can't do that with everything that gets sent over anyway. So might as well just let it rot. Is there a 5-star crossbones? Don't think I've ever seen one. Yeah, there's 5-star crossbones. I think there's YouTube footage of a 565 5-star crossbones even. How to farm Alliance loyalty to get the 5-star unstoppable classes. There's not that many ways to farm loyalty in this game. Pretty much Alliance War. You can make trade donations so that you don't have to donate loyalty, or you know, donate with units if you have that conversion badge thing. So you can save loyalty that way. That's that's pretty much it. The help button on a daily basis. It's not, loyalty is one of the hardest resources to come by because there's not really a good way to farm it, really. So you seem to be an officer for that. Ooh, so it's not even that hard. I don't even need to become leader to be able to kick Dreamin', you say. All right. I have a question. I finished Variant and got a mutant rank 5 show. The rest of that question got cut off. Who should I use rank 5 gem on, Archangel or Sabretooth? I mean, I'd go Sabretooth between the two. If your battle group does not already have a Sabretooth on defense, he is a pretty decent defender. Has high prestige as well, so that's what I would do in that situation. Yeah, if your battle group already had a Saber man on defense, though, I would honestly just hold onto it. Yeah. You're gonna start sending. You're gonna start. Wait, gonna start dual credit Thursday. Every Thursday, I'll send you one. Okay. Let me see if I could. Hold on a second. I think there's something I can do to combat this. Let me see after I get out of this fight. BG, another question. I have Starkey, Domino, and Cap Infinity War. I have Star-Lord at rank 5, so I don't think I need Starkey. Would you go with Cap or Domino to rank 4, all 5 stars? That's a tough call, man. I don't know. I'd have to really think about like every situation that you're up against to know which one would be the best out of those. I would focus. Yeah, I don't know, because I mean a lot of those champions cover the same purpose, really. A lot of them are high DPS champions. Some of them have different utility. They all have a little bit different utility. Starkey with his auto evades, Domino with all the things that Domino does, and same thing with Cap, right? They all have a little bit of different utility, but yeah, it's a lot of them do cover the same basis. So I don't know exactly which would be best to give you like a well-rounded account, essentially. But all right, let me see if I could do something here. BG, do you think New Year's deals will be unit deals, Odin, Black Panther, etc., included items, deciding on whether to buy greater gifting crystals now or wait for the extra stuff? No clue, honestly. I don't know. I don't keep track of that stuff too much outside of like 4th of July, Black Friday, pretty much. So yeah, I don't know. Let me see. What happens if I... Is there a way... mean, how do I do it from here? Maybe if I search. No. Oh yeah, here it is. Oh, I I was missing it. Maybe I just do block. Are you sure you want to block this user? Yes. Okay. I don't know if it allows you to send me items now that you're blocked. but you've officially been blocked. It's over, man. It's over. I can't risk this anymore. Hopefully that does it. Your ass is grass, man. It's over. BG, don't be mad, but I made the unit milestone in 22-hour level up by rank 3 duped Hella, then Cosmic event happened, so I 550 unduped Corvus for those milestones. It felt bad when I was done. Dysentery Joe, man, I'm not going to feel bad, but I mean, yeah, that happens. It happens. Let me try Beer Pack. Okay, I'm actually really curious about this, so I'm glad you're still willing to try. Let's see what happens. I gotta start blocking people. Let's see if it worked. You know, recommend good champs for the Rage node. Only one I can think of is Hood. Most of the no, it didn't prevent it. Damn it. Can't get rid of me. Damn it, dude. That was the one trick I had up my sleeves. All right, but most of the Mystic champions that have some type of nullify can handle Rage. That or just using low DPS champions. Sometimes I'll use Void because he applies, you know, debuffs to damage over times. Ooh, Massacre is really good because he has kind of low DPS regular hits but has a lot of damage over time effects. But one tip I can give is to not use medium attacks. So I recommend what's it called? You know, like when I'm using Void, I'll parry and I'll just do 4 light attacks. The medium attack, since it hits harder, that's usually the one that triggers Rage. It kind of depends, right? If it's lower level content and I'm using a high level champion, there's no way to avoid it, but that is something that can help. That's something that can help. Dual credit Thursday is a go. Jesus, man. All right, we need to end this right now. This is enough. First off, is there any way for me to unblock somebody? I don't know. Hold on. Because if blocking you didn't work, well, we could unblock you. There's no reason to have you blocked. Okay. All right, you're unblocked. Not that it means anything, but all right. I'm gonna take and I'm gonna sell these dual credits. Because dual credit Thursday, no, it needs to stop. So I've already done my donations for the week. This is just going to be extra gold that goes into the bank. I can't have these icons here. I just can't do it. Sell 5 of these things, whatever. Have a zillion of them. All expiring anyway. Will they sell for 50 gold each? Okay. We sent over 3. Yep, donations are already in. Thanks for donating to the Bank of 4 Loki. Dreamin'. Thanks for doing that. Alright. Freaking dual credits, man. All right. Brian missed the 4-star featured. Get max shards. What score? 5 mil. Wait, what? Missed the 4-star featured. Get max shard. You saying get like the the top 10% in the 4-star featured? Is that what you're talking about? You're talking about this thing? Like the 1600 shards, whatever? It usually goes for like 4.2, I think. So maybe it'll be a little bit higher because of this. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, 5 mil is probably good because I'm sure it'll, the top 800 is gonna go for quite a bit higher, if I had to imagine. All right, let's get back to the arena though. Let's get back to the arena. Making the cutoff lower for the top 10% arena. You're saying you're making it lower because you're wasting. Oh, jeez. The wasted time is worth it. Hashtag dual credit Thursday. Jesus Christ. All right. Let's go back to arena. BG, you look like a snack. What is that? I don't know what that is. Like a bag of chips? Is that what you're saying? Is that a good thing? Yeah, but I want an effort for the crystal. Okay. All right. Yeah, understandable. All right, back to the wasp grind. I gotta get this wasp, man. Needs me a wasp on my account. I will be rank 5 in this wasp for the fast arenas. Once you guys on the 10% in featured arena, normally 12.6-ish. Think I'm gonna do 13.5 to 14. That's pretty much my guess, B-Manny. I'm probably gonna try to hit 14, to be honest. The extra shards, I mean, it's a lot of extra shards, man. As I say that, I mean, clearly I'm not in the 5-star featured arena right now, so who knows if I'll actually make it there. I am still going for units over shards. I need the units. I need the units. I care more about the units and the 4-star wasp than I do the extra 5-star shards. So it's still something kind of on the back burner for me. But if I was going for it, I would say I would try to hit 14 mil. And I am gonna try. I'm gonna try tomorrow to get my 5 stars in there. I have like a decent score right now. I have like 5 million points in that arena. So, hi, Mr. Grant. You liked my 565 Spider-Gwen tagged you on Twitter. Yeah, dude. I mean, I wouldn't make that decision myself, but hey, I'm happy that if you're happy with that 565 Spider-Gwen, then I'm happy with you, man. And then I'm happy for you. That means you look yummy, Brian. It's a compliment. You look so good, he wants to nibble on you. I feel the same way, to be honest. Wow, okay. Alright, didn't know that. I'm at 2 million Wasp, 5.4 million 5-star feature, 1 million 3-star, and 4.8 for featured. So, Jesus, dude, that's a lot of arena. That's pretty awesome. What are the uses of glory? Mostly potions for me. Potions and rank-up materials. It's pretty much all right there in the store, just whatever you need. Everybody kind of spends their glory on different things. I'm only at 2 mil, probably not getting to 13.5. Yeah, like, it'd be nice to get, Nick, but it's also not that big of a deal. Like, I mean, thinking about the 5-star shards that you get, like, here's the thing. Here's why I prioritize the units over the 5-star shards so much. Let's pull up the internet. That's right, we're going to the internet. Where is it in this one? No, hang on. I'm looking for that new event that just came out. Alright, here we go. So, there's a new event that just got announced. We got that in-game message today, and it's on the forums and everything, right? And I mean, you know, there's different rewards that you get, and this is something that's gonna be like on a daily basis or whatever. And I'm kind of, my head's kind of cutting off the rewards here a little bit, but you get 5-star shards for going through these quests. You know, this is happening every day where you get. Well, is it just a chance to get the 500 5-star shards, or do you get them every day? Ah, crap. Now I don't know. But the bottom line is, man, you get 5-star shards from all over the place. Units. They're really hard to come by, man. I just value the units so much more. If I miss out on a couple thousand 5-star shards, whatever. It's not the end of the world. I want them. I want to pop more 5-star crystals. I'm going to go for it, but if I miss, you know what I mean? BG, Venom or Medusa to rank 4, both duped 5 stars. It's a tough call. It depends on what you need. Can't believe I'm saying it's a tough call after all that Venom testing I did in the Map 7 beta. He's really good. Yeah, it really just depends on what you need. I think they're both good champions. I still prefer playing Medusa between the two, but man, Venom, he's come such a long way. I really like Venom these days. So yeah, I don't know. It's personal preference. I don't think you can go wrong between the two, to be honest. ABG, when the current dungeon crystals expire, will new ones with different champions be available? Yes. Yep, they've already reset them in the past, so yeah, they're going to do the same thing again, I imagine. ABG, love your videos. Thanks, man. Glad you like the vids. Where are you stopping for Wasp BG? I'll probably go to about 3.6, I think. Yeah, 3.6, that's pretty much the goal. Our dog is so dumb. Oh no, what did our dumb dog do now? I know our dog is very dumb, but what did she do this time? Brian, I'm stuck in a loop again, staying up too late, waking up too late, not tired when I should be when I should be going to be, so I stay up too late again. Didn't get enough sleep, so I sleep too late again. Help. I think it's the anime, Demiak. I know it's not the anime's fault, but I'm just gonna put full blame on that anime stuff, as if I'm like an adult that doesn't understand what kids are into. It's that gosh darn anime that's got you. That's got you on this stranglehold, Demiak. You gotta get rid of the anime, those gosh darn animated cartoons. They're really messing with you. After she was done eating, she ran out of the kitchen, face first into a box, full speed. Yeah, I think she did the same thing earlier today, the same box. That damn dog, man. Is she secretly a boxer? Oh no. Oh no, Star Y. I ContestChampion, can you tell me tips of how to use parry? The best tips on how to use parry, the best thing I can give you, the best advice I can give you, Kenneth, is to search YouTube for this video. Search YouTube for how to parry like a ninja. There's a video posted by the Dork Lessons channel by Dorky Diggity Dave, who his videos are some of the highest quality around. And that video will very detailed, in a very detailed way teach you how to parry in this game. Great video for that. The only other thing I could really tell you is, you know, it's just all about timing. You just have to press block at the exact point that they're going to attack you, right? And when it comes down to things that involve specific timing, a lot of it is about practice. You don't really need to know any real secrets. You just kind of have to do it a lot. So play the arena and just focus on parrying as much as possible. And eventually you'll get better at it over time. It's not that difficult. It doesn't take that long to you know, to get better at it, but it will take a little bit of effort. So, is Unawakened Corvus Glaive good? Yes, Unawakened Corvus Glaive is still good. BG, I told my sister to call me, then my sister called right when you started reading my last comment. I hung up on her until you were done, then called her back. Oh, Dysentery Joe, why, dude? That's messed up, man. Poop, it was JoJo Friday. Wait, what? An anime. I'll be back in 25 minutes, Dad. Okay. Alright. JoJo Friday. Never heard of that one. Does BG also run out of the kitchen into something at full speed? I don't want to talk about it. You know what, Brian? Just because of what you said, just because you said no, I'm going to buy an anime body pillow. You proud of yourself? Ah, jeez, dude. Why? What's up, BG? Do it by 235. Cap. Marvel yesterday. What's she good for? Absolutely nothing, pretty much. I hate to say it, man, but pretty much just arena. Like, she's not the worst champion. People used to rank her up to rank 4 when there weren't that many good 5-star champions available, so she's not the worst. But these days, I mean, compared to some of the other champions out there, she's strictly an arena champion as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah. Pulled the Cosmic from my Awakening Gem gift. Took Medusa to rank 3, but I'm hanging on to the gem. No rush. She seems awesome for Variant Chapter 3 Unawakened. Solid choice, or just give it to her. Yeah, I mean, definitely a good choice to awaken her, in my opinion. But, yeah, you can use her unawakened in Variant. In some fights, she's going to be better awakened, but the final boss of that quest, she's actually pretty good for if you can get her, or if you can fight, if you can do that fight without awakening her. If you can get an armor shatter on Ultron and just never gain any of the Furies, you could shut that guy down completely. There's other fights that she's also good at. I can't, man. It's crazy how short-term my memory is sometimes, thinking about some of the fights in Variant, how it wasn't that long ago that I was in there, but I already forget how some of those fights go. So, I mean, I know the final Ultron boss. I remember how he works with if you gain a buff, you gain all that damage on yourself. So I think she is better unawakened for that fight. So if you can hold out at least until that, you'd probably have an advantage there. I can't remember if there was other situations where she was better unawakened too, or if it was just that one. So yeah. BG, if I don't do any dungeons, or wait, if I don't do any dungeons, like me, do you miss out on really big juicy rewards? Not anything too crazy. I think the dungeon crystals are pretty sweet, just having a chance to actually target one of the champions you want. I think it's really good. Even if the crystals available right now don't look too enticing for you, like what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be holding on to my my dungeon artifacts for a while here, and hopefully next batch of crystals it'll have like Darkhawk or some of these other newer champions that I want a chance at. So, you know, I do think the rewards are decent, but no, they're not like mind-blowingly good. You're not missing out on anything too important if you don't want to do dungeons. I think other areas of the game offer better rewards if you have to pick and choose between other modes. So yeah. What up? What's up, dubes? Managed to solo on 3.3 Ultron with Medusa once awakened. Nice, Hector. That's a freaking tough fight, man. That's a tough fight. At BG, what's good, fam? What's up, Black Seraphim? That's what I'm thinking. Also have 565 Void. I think I have a really strong team for Chapter 3. Yeah, I mean, if you have a 565 Void, then yeah, you're definitely in a good spot for it. I would say I probably used Hyperion the most, even over Medusa and Void. But if I didn't have Hyperion, you know, having that 565 Void and having that unawakened Medusa, you'll do good. You'll do good. Hey Brian, do you think 5-star Venom is worth a Cosmic Gem? I have 3 of those gems now and no other good Cosmics to use it on. If I were to awaken him, how many stones should I put into him? Matthew, I would say he can be worth it, yes. I'll give the same kind of tip that I say about all Awakening Gems, that I try to say as much as possible at least. I should put this in a video for the people who can't make the live streams. But whenever you're going to awaken a champion, always try to think about what that awakening is going to do. Don't necessarily think about if a champion is worth it or not. You know, like there's so many champions that can be worth it if you're actually going to put them to use, if they're actually going to help you complete some content or save some items in something like Alliance Quest. Like for me personally, I would use Venom in Alliance Quest. I knew you weren't going to use it, stupid Mordo. I would use Venom in Alliance Quest. That's where I would look to use him. But if, like, let's say you were going to do the same thing. Let's say if you awaken him, you'd also use him in Alliance Quest. But maybe your Alliance Quest team is already really good, where you don't need an awakened Venom to use an AQ. And in that case, I would say save the gem, because maybe you'll awaken him naturally or something like that. So is Venom worth it? Yeah, I think he's powerful enough. I think he is worth it. But just make sure you're going to use the champion before you pull the trigger on using that gem. Because he isn't one of those that's just like, oh, I'm definitely going to use this guy everywhere type of champions. I mean, you can. Honestly, you can use him regular questing, Alliance quest, maybe even Alliance War, especially paired up with Darkhawk these days. But anyway, all that aside, yeah, he's worth it. I don't know how many 6 stones. I don't know how he scales with... oh, excuse me. Oh, jeez. Oh, that one hurt. Those weird hiccup things. I don't know exactly how he scales, so I can't tell you how many SIG levels, though. BG, who are you using Venom for in AQ Map 2? Wait, by Map 2, do you mean Map 6, how we used to call it Map 2? If that's what you're talking about, I'm not actually using Venom in Alliance Quest right now. In Map 7, I would use him. I don't have a use for him in Map 6 right now. BG, I have a 4-star generic Awakening Gem and champs that I'm considering are 440 Iceman, Voodoo, Medusa. Who would you recommend I dupe? Currently trying to 100% Act 4, then smash out Act 5. I would not go with Iceman. I would probably say Voodoo, just because that sustainability will help you to save items while questing. So, and I think he needs it the most out of those 3. So yeah, I would say Voodoo. It's either Voodoo or Medusa, and I think Voodoo is probably the way to go. Iceman doesn't really need to be awakened. So, Super Dirty Pickle sanding over $5 saying, favorite item in The Legend of Zelda, not necessarily the most powerful, just the one that sticks out in your memory the most. Ladder, Flute. We talking about the first one? Because I gotta be honest, I didn't really play the first one all that much. I'm familiar with it, familiar with the items. And I guess if we're talking the first one, then yeah, probably the ladder. But in just all of Legend of Zelda, in all of the series, I would say Hookshot is probably the one that stands out the most. That or maybe Boomerang. But yeah, probably Hookshot, if we're talking about all of them. Or maybe even just like the straight up the sword that you get too, you know, like that's such an important part of it. But yeah, the gold cartridge, Boomerang is solid. Okay, yeah. Dude, thank you so much for the $5. I love me some Legend of Zelda, man. I really do. I haven't really played the newer ones. I see Art of Chaos asking if I played Breath of the Wild yet. I have not really. I played... Actually, hold on. Which arena do I want to get into right now? I think I want to do... Let's do the 4-star feature. Let's finish up these milestones. I played Breath of the Wild for maybe like 5-10 minutes, something like that. I mean, it's a sweet looking game. It's just... Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't have a lot of time outside of MCOC and all the other projects that I'm currently working on. Like, I want to play a ton of different video games, you know, but most of like my for fun time basically just goes to MCOC. You know, like I normally just play one game at a time because I get so involved with the one game, whatever game it is that I'm playing, that I don't really touch any other games. Because yeah, like if I'm gonna sacrifice something in order to make time for games, it's gonna have to be sacrificing time spent gaming. You know, like I'm not gonna just sacrifice the other time, like times where I need to be working to play. So yeah, I don't know. I'm saying this in a really poor way. But yeah, it looks like a sweet game. I think more so than the 3D Zeldas, though. I'm a bigger fan of the 2D ones. Like Link to the Past, for me, is oh, so good. Or even Link's Awakening. Link's Awakening, dude, super underrated. I think that is honestly my favorite Legend of Zelda game, even over Link to the Past, which Link to the Past is probably a more polished game. It's probably better overall, but just my personal favorite is Link's Awakening. I also really enjoyed, what's it called? Oracle of Ages and Seasons. Those are really good. I didn't play any of the other handheld ones past those. But yeah, I really enjoyed those as well. Really good games. If you could have super strength, super speed, or make a website, which would you choose? Oh, I will not make a website. No, hell no. If I get superpowers, probably speed. I'd go speed. I'd rather be fast than strong. If I only I could pick one. Got a question for you. I beat the collector and got uncollected. Wasted pretty much all of my resources and basically can't go further because of it. I'm grinding arena, but the GGCs are taking all of my units. Stop! Stop! Don't let them take your units. What should I do to continue? Act 5.3.1. And so on. Also, my 5-star luck is horrid. Well, first off, I would say take your time. You know, there's no rush to get through the rest of it. But at the same time, I understand that you want to progress, right? You don't want to just leave that content sitting there forever. But there's no rush. After you get uncollected, you know, the rewards are still really good to get, but you already got like the biggest reward, the kind of long-term persistent reward, right, with hitting uncollected. So take your time, no rush, and stop buying any type of crystal. Stop buying greater gifting crystals. If you're buying other crystals, I would say don't. Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, if you want to spend some money just for fun, I get it, and that's cool. But if you're grinding arena to get these units, to then spend those units on the crystals, that is not a good idea, I would say. I have 3 greater gifting crystals to my name, and all 3 of those came through the calendar. I'm gonna do. What should I name my opening? Should I do an opening video for the 3 greater gifting crystals when other people are doing like 10, 20, 30? I don't know how many crystal opening Whale opened, but I know he opened up a lot. Should I call it the biggest greater gifting crystal opening and just totally lie straight up pure clickbait? The littlest greater gifting crystal opening? Yeah, I could do that too. Do it or put it on your Twitter. I could do that too. Crystal opening guppy. Oh man, yeah, I could do that. Did you get Smash Bros. Ultimate Art? I know you're. I know you're asking Art of Chaos, Hector, but I actually played Super Smash Bros. Over the holidays, which that game is pretty sweet. Clickbait BG is best BG? No, I can't actually do that, but I probably will do a video. I probably will do a video of the opening just to really try to get the point across that it's not a good idea to spend units on those things. I think you know, people. I guess either way, the point gets across when people spend a lot of money on the crystals and open up crap. But I think it would also help to hear that, man, you just really don't need to get these crystals when they come back around next year either, you know? It's totally fine to not be opening up a lot of crystals. I'm not falling behind in the game because I haven't spent all my units on these crystals, nothing like that, right? Popping open just the 3 that you get for free is totally fine thing to do. Mother effer, I swear my greatest enemy in this game is still the auto fight button. Why can't they just switch the position of it and pause so you could never accidentally hit it? F. Aaron Abdo. Oh man, sorry to hear that, dude. I have accidentally hit it before myself. It doesn't happen often, but yeah, it has happened to me too, dude. Oh, what are you doing right now that you hit it, Aaron Abdo? Are you in like the maze right now and you just hit auto fight fighting the champion or something like that? That's my guess is where you are right now. I'm getting wrecked by this corpse. The biggest GGC opening on YouTube in the hood gone wrong. Oh, dude, that would get so many views. Get so many views. It's really good. Need to get used to it. They made it hard to grab people. Opening is smaller. So I don't actually... Alright, here's the thing about me and Super Smash Bros, Hector. When it comes to the actual game, the actual fighting, I could take it or leave it. It's okay. I'm not that big into fighting games, as I sit here and playing a fighting game constantly. I'm more into the collection aspect of it, though, right? Like, I'm more into collecting all the characters in this game and, you know, like ranking them up and that type of thing. That's the draw for me in this game. And it kind of is the same way in Super Smash Bros. I like collecting all the different characters. The adventure mode, I think, was really well done. I was playing through that a bit. Yeah, I really enjoyed that stuff. But like, that'd be the entire game for me. It's like after I went through the adventure mode and you know, kind of collected all the spirits or whatever in that game, I'd pretty much be done with it. Cause yeah, the actual fighting, I'm not a huge fan of. It's fun and like I do think it's like a good party game though. If I actually had friends and went to parties, I would enjoy playing it at parties. BG, I don't really have anyone to use my 2015 3-4 gem on except Ultron, so he's going up or Hulkbuster. LLJK. Oh no, dude. Not the Hulkbuster. Whatever do you not the Hulkbuster. Would have just had one shot in a fight in Variant on an easy Sabertooth fight with OG Vision. Instead, I've got a dead OG Vision. Ah, you're in Variant right now. Rip, dude. Rip. BG, just make your opening the regular gifting crystals and spin them all out, and also thousands of quest crystals. Oh, Brandon, that's a good idea. I can do that. I could say, hey, today I'm going to open up these greater gifting crystals, but before I do, let me open up some other crystals that I've got, and then I just go to the questing crystals and I spin all them out one at a time. Oh, yeah. And people will see that it's like a long duration video. It'll be like an hour-long opening. So they'll just assume that I have a lot of greater gifting crystals to open, when in reality I don't. So yeah. Tweet something rare happened. Alright, what do we got on the Twitchers? Oh, the 1,000 tier 5 basic fragments from the chilled events? Yeah, that's... I mean, it's not common, but yeah. People are getting those. Looking forward to seeing if I can get any. Storytime videos are funny for Brian? Wait. What type of storytime videos? You mean like the storytime video what I just did about Diablo 2? Was that actually enjoyable? Or are you talking about some other type of story times? Because I feel like the story time you're talking about is story time about me embarrassing myself. Me in embarrassing situations. Because I do have some of those stories too, so yeah. I miss Lil Joe's clickbait vids. Oh man, he started going hard on the clickbait, man. He started going real hard on the clickbait. Well, no, I shouldn't say. We had plans to do something clickbaity, but we never actually did it. Maybe one day we'll still do it. BG, if you got crystals from last year, open those and get 1 million views. Profit. Yuki, I don't know if it exactly works that way. I don't know how many people would care about last year's crystals. But man, if I could get 1 million views and profit off of waiting for a year to pop open crystals, oh dude, that'd be amazing. Open the greater gifting crystal in the middle of the video to prevent people skipping to the end. Wow. BG, I've been gifting greater gifting crystals all week, but getting revives and pots in return. I'm getting so much Act 5 done. Nice, dude. Dysentery Joe, that's the way to do it, dude. If people want those greater gifting crystals, send them over, but ask for something else in return. Definitely, dude. A video called Getting Over All My Hoarding and Only Selling ISO, though? Wow, dude. Yeah. I'm done hoarding ISO. I'm selling it all. BG, what are the best tips you can offer to get the most gold out of the game? Masteries? Not really, no. The gold masteries kind of suck, dude. To get the most gold out of the game, you got to be efficient with your ISO. I would say that's one of the biggest tips. Play the arena, of course. The arena is one of the biggest sources of gold. The solo events are actually a really big source of gold, but a lot of people don't see it. But you get a lot of gold crystals out of there. Save those gold crystals. Try to save your battle chips if possible too for the 20% gold boost that come around. That's pretty much it. The gold masteries, they suck though. I wouldn't even bother with those. They're pretty terrible. Pretty terrible. Just to be clear too, because I mean we're talking a lot about clickbait stuff. I'm not actually gonna clickbait you guys. When I pop open these 3 greater gifting crystals, it'll just be a nice quick video. It's not. Don't worry, I'm not actually gonna. Not that it would matter. You guys, I would hope that you guys would just skip a video like that, honestly. But if it was an hour-long video of popping open 3 greater gifting crystals, but I wouldn't do that anyway. All right, Timor's photo and video sent it over 4 Canadian bucks. We're talking 2 toonies and no, that's it, 2 toonies. But dude, thank you so much for the 4 Canadian. Saying tough decision, rank 5, 65, my Ghost, Corvus, or Blade. That is a really tough decision. Okay, I would say here's the thing I can tell you about those 3. Ghost is probably the best in the game, in the right hands. If you are comfortable playing Ghost, if you take the time to master the Ghost playstyle, she is incredible. Watch Pandaman Pete's videos if you haven't already, just to see what is possible to do with Ghost. But heavy emphasis on you really have to kind of master her playstyle. Otherwise, I think there's a bunch of people that have ranked up their Ghost and kind of regret it that I've heard from, who just don't enjoy the playstyle, aren't very good at it, and are finding themselves you know, getting killed in Alliance War and that type of thing. But if you can master playstyle, she's the best. Corvus is a little bit of a similar situation where Corvus, he's also really amazing, but he kind of is a little bit of a specific champion, the way that you have to play him, not necessarily in his playstyle so much, but in the way that you have to set him up. You know, there is some setup required in terms of your masteries. He greatly benefits from having suicides versus not having suicides. The boost that you use, kind of the same thing for Ghost too. Like, they both benefit so much from the getting power back after using your special boosts, that it can get kind of expensive. I know a lot of people who, I wouldn't say regret ranking up Corvus, but maybe just don't use Corvus as much as they thought they would. So yeah, Corvus has its downsides as well. And Blade probably requires the least setup out of the 3. The least takes the least. Not that there's like no skill required or anything, but it's not really a unique play style like Ghost is, right? And doesn't require suicide masteries or anything like that. So probably requires the least setup of the 3. But you know, that doesn't exactly mean he's the most useful of the 3. All 3 of them are really good champions. Here's the thing, like I can't really decide for you. You kind of have to pick your own personal preference between the 3. I don't think you can go wrong necessarily between the 3. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of give you some kind of I don't know, some info, some thoughts about the 3. But ultimately, it's gonna have to come down to what you feel most comfortable with. But yeah, if you're most comfortable with if let's say you're super comfortable with all 3, my answer would be Ghost in that case. But dude, thank you so much for the $4. I really appreciate it. Good luck with your decision. That is a tough one. Chris Brown also sent it over $2 saying Hawkeye or Winter Soldier for best skill champion of 2015. I would say Hawkeye wins over Winter Soldier easily. I don't know if we're talking about if we're talking about all the skill champions, there might be a better option than even those two. I don't know. I don't know. Some people would say Black Widow. I don't know if that would be true or not, but certainly would be up there. But Hawkeye, yeah, Hawkeye for sure. If you count in the Winter Soldier, the synergy that Winter Soldier has with Killmonger. I always want to say Massacre when I think of Killmonger. If you count that synergy in, then, I mean, Winter Soldier is kind of a beast, but Hawkeye just got a new synergy with Darkhawk, and yeah, that makes him even better than he was, so. Hawkeye for sure, dude. But Chris, thank you so much for the $2. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Gold Masteries don't hold a candle to the Heavy Sharder Mastery. You're right, dude. Sometimes you just can't hold a heavy... Wait, what? Hey, Brian, looks like I'm ending the night at 5.75 and 5-star featured. Should I just skip out on the 14 million gold this time? It's up to you, Demiak. I think you could still make it if you really want to, but it's up to you on how much you want to or not. BG, would Ultron do work in Chapter 2 of Variant? Probably not. Holy crap, I just got wrecked by this Hulk. I don't really think so, Cody. Not much, to be honest. It might help out in a little bit, but probably not. Ghost is pretty easy to use unless it's Korg or Killmonger. It's also harder if she isn't awakened. Yeah, I would say it's significantly harder if she's not awakened, but really think it's hard to use Ghost against Korg? I think she does so well against Korgs. I think she crushes Korgs. I don't know. Corvus is Loyalty Hog? Yeah, yep. Oh, Nick's in here too. Actually, yeah, you could watch Nick's channel too. I kind of default to Panaman Pete because he's known for Ghost. But yeah, you could also just click on Nick's name and here go to his channel. He uploads Ghost videos too. Ultron hasn't done work since 2016. It's not true, man. It's not true. I was still using him up until whenever I stopped using him. I can't remember when that was, but he's still decent. ABG, are there up-to-date guides to start the Infinite Streak for 4-star featured arena? There might be. My channel doesn't have one, but I'm sure there's some guides out there. The Infinite Streaks, here's the thing about the Infinite Streaks. They're all pretty similar. Once you get the Infinite Streak down for one arena, you can pretty much just take that strategy to all of the arenas. It just changes slightly for the champions that you're using. So the difficult rounds of the 4-star featured, just like any arena, would be between rounds like 9 and 15, pretty much. And you just want to use your strongest champions possible during those rounds, I would say. Once you're actually on the Infinite Streak, the champions that are safe to use would be 440 4-star champions and higher, or rank 2 5-star champions or higher. You could also mix in lower champions as long as you're willing to mix them in with the higher champions, and you could still use 330s and rank 1 5-stars that way. If you mix in, for example, a rank 3 5-star with 2 rank 1 5-stars, that's totally fine. That type of thing. And that's pretty much it. Once you know it one place, you kind of know it all the places. ABG, all the reasons as to why I haven't decided yet. It might just rank for Emma, Hype, or Venom first. You got a lot of good options, man. You got a lot of good options. It's a good problem to have, but yeah, it can be tough to decide. Lakers Bodyguard also sent it over $1. Where's your last one? Lakers Bodyguard, where are you at? Here we go. Beaver! We are your fans. We love any content you upload, even if you just upload a video talking about your Polish brilliant head, or Polish brilliant head. Is that Polish or Polish? So bring on the crystal opening videos. Well, thanks, man. I mean, I'm gonna upload them. It's just it's just not gonna be the hour-long upload. I don't care how much you like my videos. I don't know too many people that would enjoy an hour-long troll video. Maybe some of you would find it funny, but a lot of people wouldn't. So yeah. But dude, thank you very much for the buck. Appreciate it. BG, besides the solo events, where does one farm revives, and how effectively can I farm potions from Winter Soldier? My plan is to get 14,000 units with a few farm revives and potions and clear Act 5. Well, I made a video titled Revive Farming. I recommend checking that out. They're not that easy to come by, but yeah, that video has all the different ways to get revives in the game. It's just easier if I refer you to that video. It's kind of condensed. It's only, I think, like 10 minutes long or something like that. BG, what node would be best for Wasp on war defense? I couldn't tell you. We put some Wasp on defense and they get kills from time to time, but I never pay attention to what node they're actually on. The officers in my alliance take care of setting up defense. Korg is tricky with the Ghost. You gotta practice the fight. It's not just a jump in, wreck it kind of fight until you get her down. I mean, I would say the same thing's true for fighting Korg with any champion. Yeah, he requires kind of a different mindset to fight, but I don't know. The fight doesn't look that bad compared to like how most champions handle Korg. I think that she's one of the best options for it for sure. By the way, OG Vision wrecked Morningstar Node 53 with a little bonus from the Power Drain synergy from Beardo. Very easy and safe fight. Nice, dude. Dude, that bonus, that synergy with Beardo is really good. It's super good. Found ghosting against Korg easier than any other champ because that dude is pretty aggressive. Yeah, I mean, so I should clarify, I don't have any actual experience fighting Korg with Ghost or using Ghost in any manner. So I don't actually have that first-hand experience to know how difficult or easy it is. I'm just going based off of what I see, and maybe I'm just looking at examples that make it look easy, but maybe it's not actually that easy. So, yeah. I've never used any of the infinite streak formulas. Just start from weakest and work up until it starts to be too hard for them. Then switch to strongest and work down until past 15. Easy peasy. Yeah, that'll get the job done too. I'd watch a BG cooking show. Well, I'm glad you say that, Hinesh, because that may be a thing. It may actually be a thing. Although it wouldn't be me starring in it, but yeah, maybe I'd make some appearances from time to time. You did a live stream full of people waiting for all your crystals to load, talking about not doing troll videos. That's true. I mean, that was about as trolly as it gets. So yeah. Dude, look at the poison damage. I said this before in Cade's stream. I'm really happy with the amount of poison damage that King Groot's able to do now. It makes it kind of bearable to use this guy in arena. Still not the best by any means, but that's actually pretty decent damage. BG, who would upgrade, Corvus or Domino? I don't know who I would prefer between the two. I think Domino in general I'd probably like more, but if I ever wanted to switch to a Suicide Mastery setup and have a good champion for like Alliance Quest, I don't think I would use him in Alliance War ever, but if I wanted to use a champion Alliance Quest, I'd probably go Corvus. So I guess Corvus, between Corvus and Domino, I'd probably prefer to have Corvus. Then again, I have so many Cosmic Champions at this point that maybe just having a good mutant champion would be better for me personally, so tough call. Didn't 400 people watch you look at the maintenance screen once? Well, yeah, but that wasn't my fault. I didn't want it to be a maintenance screen, man. Ain't my fault. Kitty Candy also has a potion video on Realm of Legends Winter Soldier farming. There you go. You can check that video out too. Sub Hearts sending over €2 saying hello BG. Why do you like Sentinel? There's a few reasons why I like Sentinel. Number one, I like playing tankier characters. I just feel more comfortable. I feel more confident. I think that has a lot to do with it. I feel more confident when I'm playing a champion that I know can take a hit. And Sentinel, he's super tanky. Not only does he have like he has like a decent health pool. It's not anything too crazy. It's just decent, but it's not low. You know, that's the only thing that matters, it not being low. But more importantly, when you get the analysis charges, you gain crit resistance and you gain armor. And when you use your special 3, you gain a massive amount of armor. Plus, you have immunities so that, you know, if you get hit by, let's say, Domino's special 3, you're not going to bleed out. You'll be able to tank it even on the nastiest nodes. So I enjoy the tankiness that Sentinel offers. Emma Frost also has a synergy that makes him extra tanky as well. I really enjoy that. But in addition to that, he also has really good damage output once you have the analysis charges built up. His regular hits are decent, but his specials is when the damage really starts to come through. And his heavy attacks, the shock damage on the heavy attacks. You know, he's just the type of champion where it's hard to get countered. You know, you could take him into most situations and be fine. Getting to use your specials more frequently on when you have the analysis charges built up as well. You know, the special 2 incinerates. Even if you miss with your special 2, even if the champion auto blocks like MODOK on a champion or on a node like Biohazard in War, where MODOK can be seen sometimes, you get some analysis charges. You pop your special 2 with Sentinel, whether they get blocked or not. You're dealing good damage through that incinerate. It's just all around. I think he's a fantastic champion. I'd love to have him. I'd love to have him. He's just so safe, right? That's a big thing for me. Is that I like playing champions that are safe more than anything. I don't care about the flashiness of a champion. Like, I mean, he could do some flashy things, but it's, you know, like certain champions, man, you see someone using Ghost or Corvus, and they'll end things with a massive special 2 or something like that. That doesn't really concern me. What concerns me is, can I get through the fight safely? So, yeah. That's kind of why I like Sentinel. I'd also recommend checking out the B Manny on YouTube. He's the 4Loki Alliance leader. And he's released some videos recently of him using a 565 Sentinel in an Alliance war. And yeah, he makes really good videos. Definitely recommend checking those out. You'll see, you'll get to a little bit more insight as to what makes Sentinel so good. I think he works well pretty much no matter what mastery setup you have too. Works well with suicides, works well without suicides. Either way is good. So. BG, does Gwenpool do more bleeds with specific hit combos? Mine is maxed 4-star and only do 3 bleeds every 2 combos. I do medium, light, medium. I'm guessing that's supposed to be. No. It's a random chance. It's a random chance. Sometimes you get bleeds, sometimes you don't. There's no way to control it. Beaver, how about a cooking show featuring Laura as the main chef, and you can be a sidekick who eats everything? The challenge you ask, the challenge is to eat everything. Also, a Spidey cutoff. I would not do well in that at all, because I don't like... I like to eat, but I like to eat only very specific things. I'm a picky eater. That show would not work out. No. Mo, I don't know who that person is, and just on the off chance that it's something that would bring drama to the channel, I'm going to avoid saying the name even. I don't know who that actually is. I've never heard of that name before. Hey, Brian, should I go for the 3-star Reflective Crystal since I still don't have 3-star Saberman or Emma? It's a low chance I'll get one of those too, but it's a better chance than I've got in a regular 3-star. I wouldn't stress it, Demiok. Eventually you'll get those champions through Premium Hero Crystals or 3-star shards. So, I wouldn't care about it too much. I wouldn't grind specifically for those, for that crystal. If you got the crystal from just grinding in general, then sure, why not? But, yeah. Best counters for Darkhawk BG? I don't know who the best counters are. I used Medusa and Void myself. I think more so than bringing the best champion to counter him, it's more about the playstyle for Darkhawk. Just making sure to not attack into him when he's going to auto-block you. Trying to not push him to a special 2 so that he goes into that invisible phase. That invisible phase is nasty. I recommend just baiting out special 1s. You can fight him in such a way that you're not knocking him down. Say you're not knocking him down, which wouldn't trigger his shielding phase. Or shielding mode, I guess it's called. Yeah, it's more about that. If you're talking about the uncollected event, what I would do is or how I was approaching the fight is I would bait out the special 2 from him since he starts out with 2 bars of power, and then I would parry him and hit him with a heavy attack right away to get him out of that mode and into the shielding mode, and then I would just kind of wait out the timer, wait the 10 seconds until his auto block was down. And then I would just kind of fight him as normal, baiting out special 1s, and not throwing specials myself. Or if I was going to throw a special, then I would just wait, 10 seconds before I would attack into him again. Because it's fine to push him into that shielding mode, as long as you're in a position where you can stall the fight for the next 10 seconds and not have to worry about auto-blocking. Or getting auto-blocked, I would say. Hey BG, suggestions for the Thorns Path, the Uncollected monthly event. Champions that lower defensive ability accuracy. Omega Red with his tentacle hits. Champions where you can intercept with your specials and have power gain like Hyperion. Quake, who you can just charge up heavy attack and never actually have to attack into the champions. I'd say that's pretty much all the different ways to handle Thorns currently. I might have left out 1 or 2, but yeah, that's what I'd recommend. Currently hoarding all PHCs and 3 stars until Emma gets added for that specific reason. Yeah, I'd say you do fine. I mean, you might not get her in that first opening, but you'll eventually get the champ. Demiak. Maybe they'll come through the calendar thing too, like a login crystal. BG, can I borrow the Cap Infinity? I'll let you borrow my rank 5 Medusa so you can use her on attack too. Oh man, if I could have 2 rank 5 Medusas, I'd love it. Sure. I don't really need my Cap at the moment, as long as I get him back eventually. Ever since Saberman has come out, I've wanted him. Please send good luck. Good luck, dude. I hope you get the champ thereafter. I hope you get that Saberman. Yeah, I like baiting special 2 and just parry his invisible style. Can't dodge the special 1. Yeah, he doesn't do that much damage on the special 1 is the thing. I can't dodge it either. But if you just block it, it's not that big a deal. But yeah, I mean, if you found a different way to fight him, that's cool. Personally, I don't want to deal with that special 2 at all if I can help it. I find that to be the quickest way for me to kind of get myself into trouble. ABG, new player here. Should I rank 3 my 5-star Cap Beardo or rank 5 my 4-star Corvus? Both unduped. Also, happy holidays. Happy holidays to you. I would say... You say new player here, but honestly... Those rank ups, those are not new player rank ups, man. It sounds like you've been playing this game for quite a while already. If you're already rank 3ing 5-star champions and rank 5ing 4-star champions. But I would probably lean towards... that's a tough one, man. I'd probably go Corvus. I think at that point in the like, if you are actually a newer player, just going through like regular quests and getting those charges, that can end the fights much quicker and probably save you more resources than the Cap Beardo could. So yeah, I'd probably say Corvus in that situation. For most people, I would probably say Captain Beardo for like the long-term play, but yeah, that Corvus will probably put in so much work for you if you still have to go through like the story quest and that type of thing. that I would say Corvus in your case. I watched Cow's Ring Up vid earlier and kind of felt like the game died for me a little bit. I know Tier 5 Basic is the new thing and still rare, but he's about to get more of those too. Just bummed me out. Falstaff, I'd recommend not caring. Well, I don't know if not caring is the right way to say it. Try not to think about what other people are getting, because yeah, it probably will bum you out depending on what rewards certain people are getting and how they're getting it and that type of thing. If you focus on that, but if you don't focus on it, like, just don't pay attention to it. It's there's not many people out there that have that many resources to use. You know what I mean? It doesn't actually impact the game and how we approach it in any way. So yeah, if you focus more on your own progression versus comparing yourself to someone else's, I think you'll have a much better time. That's kind of how I look at most things in life. You know, like I always this is something I used to think about when I was watching, like, people playing music. I would watch these videos about, like, these little kids, man. They're like 5 years old, and they could play drums better than I can, or something like that. And I would just look at it and be like, well, damn, like this, like, the kid's 5 years old and already playing better than I am. And then you see the comments and everybody's saying like the same thing. Like, you were like, oh man, I might as well just throw in the towel now. Like, this kid's already better than me. But it doesn't really matter, you know. Like, it's you just worry about your own thing, pretty much. I know that the music analogy probably doesn't apply so much in MCOC, but it's just something that it kind of reminded me of. Because it really doesn't bother me what other people are getting or not getting in this game, you know. Fear and Loathing NYC sending over $5, saying, "Hey BG, pick 2 of 3 for Lions War defense. 5-star rank 3 Unawakened Medusa and Domino. 4-star rank 5 Awakened Medusa." I would go with the Domino and the Awakened Medusa. Unawakened Medusa is really not a good defender. You want to, you want to have an Awakened Medusa, even if it's not going to be as strong of one. And honestly, a rank 3 5-star and a rank 5 4-star, they're pretty much equal in terms of power anyway. So yeah, I would go with Domino and the Awakened Medusa. Domino's Awakened ability is pretty important for defense, but she can still be deadly even without being awakened. If she's not willing to throw her specials and she catches you with that special 3 critical bleed or something, like, that could still be a nightmare. Or if somebody forgets that you can't evade her special 1 when you are unlucky, she could be deadly in that situation too. So even though Domino's not awakened, still a good defender. So Domino and 4-star Medusa. Dude, thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate it as always, man. Thank you. I recommend not caring, says Brian Grant. I shall take this advice to heart. My new motto: who gives a crap? I'm not gonna get it tattooed on my, I'm gonna get it tattooed on my butt like a tramp stamp. Wow. You wanna hang out sometime? Sure. Cool, I guess. To be honest, I don't really care. Dude, honestly, man, that might not be the worst advice for when it comes to girls, Demiok. Sometimes when you have that attitude, you're just like, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna go out sometime? Yeah, alright, whatever. Like, sometimes, I don't know, man. That's how it worked on that 70s show, man. Right? You gotta be aloof. It worked on that TV show, and TV shows, they're basically real life, right? Hey BG, nothing like eating a healthy salad for lunch. That's why I've been hungry and bad all day. Ah, dude. Ah, it's crazy how much less happy and how much more angry I am when I eat healthy foods, right? How for all of us, right? So I totally understand exactly what you're saying, man. I'm already dreading like the New Year's resolution that every year I try, man. Every year I try not to try to clean up the diet, try to be a little bit healthier. And I already know I'm gonna be pissed off. I know I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna try my best not to be mad, but it's gonna get agitated by everything. But what's up, Last Arnian? Just pulled a 5-star ghost from 5-star basic. Art of Chaos. Nice, dude. Very nice. Hello, BG. Big fan here. Elvin, welcome. Hello. Glad you like the content. Pulled a 4-star Corvus yesterday. Should I awaken him, or is he already good unawakened? I mean, he's definitely very usable unawakened, but his awakened ability is pretty sweet. Gives him that immunity to death. In a lot of ways when he has those glaive charges. So it depends. I mean, it depends on how much you want to use that gem on a different champion. If it's your last awakening gem or something like that, maybe you want to hold out, but I'd say otherwise, he's good to awaken. Speaking of Domino's special, she's hard to bait due to the first hit being double. Yeah, I think that is the case, right? If you account for that in your timing, she'll bait easier. I think I want, man. I really wanted to practice using all right. Here's what worries me a little bit, Codehanger. Because of that double hit, I feel like I want to use a champion that has a longer dash back, maybe. Because I feel like I need to gain a little bit more distance whenever I'm fighting against Domino. I don't know if that's just in my head or not, but I feel like I need to swipe back a second time depending on who I'm using. And that kind of pushes me further against the wall, and then I have less room to bait specials, and yeah, it just becomes a nightmare. And one of the things that I regret not testing, which I guess I have Darkhawk now, which I guess I could test it these days, but I always wanted to test, since Darkhawk has like a further dash back, which I normally don't like. Maybe against Domino, I'd feel more comfortable only dashing back one time, and maybe it would be easier to bait specials with him against Domino. I don't know, but yeah, that double medium attack, it actually does throw me for a loop a little bit when it comes to baiting out specials. You're right. BG on your units, grinding farm, you said they only play for 3 hours a day to farm arenas. Is that for all arenas or just 1 or 2, and are using suicides? Well, that video is a little bit, I mean, the info in that video is still accurate in terms of what is possible, but the way I play the game is different these days. I used to run suicides, yes. I used to have suicides on at all times. These days, I don't have suicides on anymore. I still do grind arena for about 3 hours a day. That includes all of the arenas. I kind of just bounce around, getting whatever milestones I can out of whatever arenas I can. But I can no longer get all of the milestones with just the 3 hours. Plus, that was before they introduced a 5th arena. That was back when there was only 4 arenas. Now that we have a 5th one, it would probably take a little bit longer. Not a lot longer than that, but it would take a little bit longer to hit all the milestones for all the arenas. So yeah, I don't know if I could give you an exact answer that you're looking for, but yeah, back then I was using suicides, and it would take me about 3 hours a day to hit all of the milestones for all 4 of the arenas at the time. And the number was kind of going down a little bit as I got more 5-star champions ranked up. You know, the grinds would become a little bit faster, but couldn't go much lower than 3 hours a day. I think when I did the math, I think it came out to be something like 8.5 hours once I had a certain number of 5-star champions. to hit all the milestones across all 3 of the arenas. So 8.5 hours divided by, you know, the 3 days available, something like that. But yeah, without having suicides on anymore, that cut into the units that I can get out of arena pretty hard, I would say. I mean, it also cut into just the amount of time I put into the arena, period. Like, I used to, like, with suicides, not only do they speed things up, but it just makes it easier to kind of not pay attention, in my opinion, too. You don't have to pay attention to baiting out specials as much, since you're killing enemies before they get to a special 3 type of thing. So, what I used to do, I still do sometimes, just not as much, I used to play, like, while eating lunch, you know, because you just pay attention a little bit less. And just be like eating a bowl of food with one hand, playing arena with the other hand. And I don't do that quite as much anymore. Maybe that's just because I got lazy. I don't know. Because you could still do that regardless of having suicides on or not. But yeah, I just don't do it as much as I used to. Who is the easiest option for the 2 Thanos or Guillotine? Assuming Trinity and rank 5 Medusa for the maze. I mean, you can get Danger Sense. I just watched Cade get Danger Sense against Guillotine. I think you have to have a Mystic champion on the team there, right? But yeah, you can use Blade for that fight, or Stark Spidey actually works really well for that Guillotine as well. I would say for Thanos, Stark Spidey also works really well. I don't know who the best options are exactly, but yeah, for those 3 fights in particular, I would think that the Trinity would work out pretty well. Getting to those fights, I don't know if you would need other champions exactly, or if they'd be good still. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really ever run Blade or Ghost Rider since, you know, I don't have a high-level Blade, so can't tell you exactly. I know Stark Spidey does well in all 3 of those fights, though. Who's best to use on Uncollected? Thorn's Path? Ooh, Seraph, I was just talking about this a little while ago. Omega Red, if you have him, his tentacle hits don't reflect any damage. Quake is really good since you don't actually need to attack. Or champions that lower defensive ability accuracy. Those are probably your best bets for the go-tos to use. BG, I'm left with Act 5.4.6. Do you have any tips for me? Not off the top of my head. Just make sure you have an answer for the final boss, and then yeah, I would say you're good pretty much. It's you know, it's a lot of the same once you get to 5.4.6. It's a lot of the same as what you've been fighting all throughout 5.4. It's just that Ultron boss can be pretty tricky if you're not if you don't know what to expect going into it. Best New Year's resolution ever? No more New Year's resolutions, like 16 years going strong. Yeah. I never really... Okay, here's the thing about New Year's resolutions. I never really... I don't know, man. I guess I'm calling it a New Year's resolution, and it basically is, but I never really looked at it like that in the past. I always kind of just... like, I used to start early kind of thing and just use it as like, all right, the next year is coming up. We just got to make this year like a better year. And then I would start trying to make some changes in like November or something like that. But yeah, I guess I'm just getting lazier and lazier, and it is getting closer to like January. And then I'm kind of using that as an excuse to not start now. I'm like, well, you know, it's almost January 1st. I'll just wait for the new year. And now it has become like a full-on New Year's resolution versus in the past where I would just be like, that's stupid. I'll just try to be better all year round or something. And now I'm just like, yeah, screw that. BG, next beta, can you take Nebula to rank 5 and do max damage 20 charges on L2 and do a Labyrinth fight? That'd be fun. Well, there was no Labyrinth in the beta, so I don't know if I'd be able to do that. I wanted to do that with my rank, like if I could rank 2 my 6-star Nebula, but that wasn't a thing. Wait, did I ever rank up my 5-star Nebula? I feel like I did that. I can't remember if I did that now. Actually, I think I might have ranked her up, but I didn't actually test out the shocks or something like that. I don't know. We'll see though. Remind me when the next beta is happening, and I'll try to make it happen. Made a New Year's resolution 12 years ago not to make New Year's resolution, and I've stuck to it. It's pretty good, man. You and Aaron Abdo are the chaos. My New Year's resolution is 1920 by 1080. Does that mean you're not watching? I think I understand. Does that mean you're just gonna be watching TV for New Year's? Is that what it is? IBG, which chapter is more difficult in Act 5, Chapter 3 or 4? I finished 3 100%. I'm going to start exploring Chapter 4 today. I'd say they're pretty much the same in terms of difficulty. It kind of depends on the champions you have. If you don't have a champions of different class types to kind of help explore 5.3, then 5.3 is probably more difficult. But as long as you have a decently wide roster of different class type champions ranked up, then they're probably about the same. BG, how do you get over seasonal depression? Asking for a friend. I don't know. I know that affects a lot of people. I think some people use like lamps or something like that to help get like some certain light, some UV rays into. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'd consult my good friend Google on that one. Maybe it can come up with something. Even though I know knowing the answer and overcoming depression is not exactly the same thing, but I wouldn't be able to help you on that one, dude. Sorry to say. Hey guys, Science Awakening gem on Gulk or Infinity Cap? I wouldn't give it to Gulk. It's a resolution joke. Oh god, that went right over my head, but now I get it. Oh jeez. All right, I wouldn't give it to Gulk. I don't know if I would give it to Cap either, though. Is the thing. If I was gonna give it to one of the two, I would give it to Beardo, but yeah, I feel like I would want to have a lot of Sig Stones if I was gonna give it to Beardo, and I'd rather just save it for Void if you didn't already have Void. If you already have Void Awakened, then yeah, it would be more enticing to use it, or I would even just save it for a future champion as well, even. So, Brian, what if work last plays MCOC? Do I put a ring on it immediately? No. Do you think she plays? Has she ever seen you play MCOC or anything? Or what's the story with this this girl that you work with? Because I thought you worked pretty much alone in your box. When you say work with her, what exactly is the situation like? Like how frequently do you talk to her at work and stuff like that? Or is it one of those, like, you just kind of admire her from afar and want to start the conversation up type of deals? Hey BG, do you think Chapter 3 variant is doable with 550 Hulk, Cap Infinity, and Hyperion? Signs of Cosmic are my weakest classes. Okay, possible? Doable? Yes. Are you going to have a good time? Probably not. It's tough, man. It's super tough. I don't think... like, yeah, you can get it done. If you're determined to get it done, you can use those champions and get through it, but it's going to be really tough, is all I could really say about that. Yeah. Might want to wait till you get a higher option, higher level option. ABG, who to rank, or who to 5-star rank 4 can rank up 2 champs, Unduped Magic, Void, Morningstar, Dr. Voodoo, Hype, Sparky. Have Tech and Mystic Awakening Gem. Goal 100% Act 5 and Labyrinth first run, then Variant maybe. I would say Stark Spidey is the best when it comes to Labyrinth out of those. Quite possibly Void. I still want to test Void out in Labyrinth a bit more. I've been waiting to get him to Sig 200 before I do that. But I mean, Void can't really handle Maestro. Is his biggest downfall, I would say, just because he goes debuff immune. But yeah, I guess I would have to say Stark Spidey, based on what your goals are. The other champions are fantastic as well. A lot of really good options there, but just because one of your options is Labyrinth, I would have to say Stark Spidey. That's who I'd recommend. Hey BG, I think people who pour ketchup on fries instead of dipping fries into ketchup should be prosecuted. Yes. I don't want to hear another word about it. They are monsters. Agreed. Agreed. Dude, I always thought that was weird. It always bothered me as a kid. Like, you're at like a snack bar or something like that, and you get, you get one of those little paper containers full of the fries, right? Those little rectangle things. And I always thought it was so weird when people like squeeze the ketchup all over the fries like that. Like, oh, I hated that. Those little cups, man. Those little plastic cups. Those things are your best friend when eating French fries, right? Ah. Heart of Chaos, agreed. Also, people who pour milk before the cereal. Psychopaths? Who does that? Did people actually do that? Pour the milk before the cereal? No, dude. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, man. Anthony G sending over a buck. Anthony, where are you at? Where's your last one? Cash offer thoughts. Yeah, that's right. We did get hit with a new offer today. Okay, we'll check it out after this fight. Overall, I don't think it was good, but yeah, we'll take a closer look in just a moment. Thank you for the buck. What if you get cheesy fries? Do you get it on the side or all over them? Well, okay, cheesy fries is different because of the nature of how cheese works. You want it to be all hot and gooey and sticky and melted on the thing that you're eating. So that's a little bit different, man. That's a little bit different. The cheese, no. you know what I'm saying? Milk before cereal, never been sicker. Wow. Is that the saying? What's weirder, pouring ketchup on fries or pouring barbecue sauce on chicken nuggets? I don't know if I've ever seen somebody. I don't really see people eat chicken nuggets all that much, so I've never seen that situation that you describe in there. All right, let's go check out this the cash offer though. Let me see. There we go. Okay, so 3 tiers, as per usual. 10,000 units in total. It looks to be, what is this? 1 fully formed Tier 2 Alpha, which is pretty weak. So the biggest rewards... Okay, yeah, one fully formed Tier 2 Alpha, 11,250 Tier 5 basic fragments. It's not enough for 10,000 units, right off the bat. The rest of the stuff you're getting is pretty weak overall as well. I was looking into like the Tier 4 basics that you get out of this, because of course, you know, the initial pop-up, you see a Tier 4 basic in there, so I'm like, ooh, Tier 4 basic, let me see what you can get out of this. The Tier 4 basic, pretty weak as well compared to other offers that we've seen. So overall, it's a very weak offer. You get 1, 2, 3. You get 6 Tier 4 basic in total. The one thing that I will say is nice about this is if you are struggling to get Tier 4 class catalysts, the first offer is not terrible. No, it's still not good. No. No, this offer blows in pretty much every way you look at it, I would say. I would say it's not good. It's not good. Okay, here's the one situation where I would jump on this offer. If I grinded like crazy and I was hitting every single milestone in every single arena consistently, month after month after month, and the units, I was just swimming in units. If I was just swimming in units, then I would pretty much jump on every offer that included Tier 5 Basic at that point, just as a way to kind of keep up with the people who are spending money on the Tier 5 Basics to get those offers. That's the only way I would do it. Just because you kind of have to take what you can get. And if you're hitting every single milestone, you can get 10,000 units in a month, no problem. And at that point, then just picking up whatever you can get here to keep up. But that's it, man. It's really bad. It's a really bad offer overall. That's the one situation. David Shirley also sending over $2 saying 167 matches, 9.5 mil, small 5-star roster problems. Ah, dude, yeah. Yeah, the 5 stars help out so much in that arena. Yeah, once you get more 5-star champions, 167 matches, you'll be at like 13 million with that. So, kind of sucks for right now, dude, but if you keep the grind going, it'll get easier over time. Easier over time. Thank you so much for the $2 though, dude. I mean, at least you're on good pace to get you know, the top 10% rewards. 9.5 million already. And we're only at kind of closing in on the second night here. So yeah, you're doing great. You're doing great. Read next for backstory of work last. Okay, I'm curious about this, Demiak. Let's see what we got here. She's a front-end manager, so she'll come out to the box to count the till and close down at night. So for about 15 minutes, we're in the box alone together. Never see me play MCOC. Never mentioned. Okay. Well, I wouldn't bring it up on a first date, just in case if things go well. You don't want to bring up your hardcore gaming habits, I would say. Not that you want to hide it from somebody forever or anything like that. Just don't bring it up on the first date. You know what I mean? Make sure you know you reel her in before you let her know that you likes the game. But she's the manager, eh? Oh, a little bit of conflict of interest here, or whatever you call it. Where like she's your boss, right? You're trying to get with your boss. Ooh. Ah, I see, Demiak. You're trying to work your way up the old corporate ladder there, huh? Is that what's going on? Oh man, Dicer. I bet you wish she'd manage your front end, huh? Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Good luck, dude. Good luck. Yeah, I mean 15 minutes together. Okay, so at least you guys are alone talking, I hope, not just like 15 minutes of silence as she's counting. Oh, cuz I mean, if she's counting, I don't know how much you guys are talking. She's got to count. She's got to focus on that, right? Whew. Okay. But go for it, dude. Still a part-timer. She's the same age as me, man. Okay. Oh, dude, I mean, age... Look, age has nothing to do with it, all right? I've had bosses that were the same age as me. I've had bosses that were older. I've had bosses that were technically younger. Not by much, but a little bit. But yeah, good luck. Good luck. Yuya Noir, am I saying that correctly? I probably just messed up your name. I'm so sorry if I did. But you sent over $2 saying, "What is weirdest thing you've seen someone do, ever?" Like the weirdest thing ever? I don't know, man. I don't know how to figure out what the weirdest thing ever is in like the 31? Yeah, 31 years that I've been alive. But the first thing that came to mind is, you know, I was at 7-Eleven one time, and my wife and I talk about this kind of story all the time. We'll reference it at least. Holy crap, dude, what is going on? Every time I go to the Crystals at this time of night, you guys see how laggy it is? Jesus, that is not stream lag. That is lag in the actual game itself. Jeez. All right, anyway, though, at 7-Eleven, you know, we used to go to 7-Eleven all the time. Ooh, wait, there was my, there they are, baby. Ooh, these greater gifting crystals, gonna pop them open. But anyway, not tonight. We're at 7-Eleven. We're waiting for the guy in front of us to get his Slurpee. Get his Slurpee on, you know what I mean? And, you know, we're just kind of waiting for him to do his thing, trying to figure out which Slurpee we're gonna get. And this is going back like 10 years ago now, by the way. We don't get Slurpees as much these days, or like ever, pretty much. But we're waiting to get the Slurpee, and you know how the Slurpee machines look. They're like spinning. They look nice and like frosty on the little window. Well, this guy goes to get the Coke. And here's the thing: the Coke is at a dead stop. It's at a dead stop. The red light is on, indicating that you don't want to get that flavor, right? It's out of order, man. It's at a dead, like, it's not frosty at all. I don't know what this guy was thinking, man. It's only half filled, even. Like, it's, you know, the Coke is on like the lower half of the circle in the window, and he fills it up anyway. He he gets the Coke. He takes a sip out of it and has, like, have you ever seen those commercials? I don't know if they still run these commercials or not, but the guy would like take a sip of beer and then the face would go all crazy and they're like, bitter beer face or something. He had that face, and then he turned to my wife and I, and he's like, "Ugh, don't get the Coke." And we're just sitting there like, yeah. No duh, you idiot. The red out of service light is on. The Coke's not spinning. What the hell made you think like, oh yeah, the Coke looks good today, I'll get the Coke. Pick any of the other flavors, you jerk. But he didn't. He got the Coke, and I just thought that was really weird. And yeah, that was the first thing that came to mind when you said weirdest thing. So I've probably seen weirder things in life than somebody getting a broken flavor of Slurpee, but that's the best I can come up with right now, at least. But dude, thank you very much for the $2. I appreciate it. Eddie Gonzalez sending over a couple of bucks, or $1, I should say, saying family came down from LA to visit me. Can you say hi to Rain? Oh man, I hope I don't mess up any of these names. Rain, and Viren, Lewis, Raquel, and Jabari. And yes, I know you'll butcher the names. Oh, you even said it. You knew it, man. Yeah, okay. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I did mess up the names. But what's up? What's up to Eddie Gonzalez and family? Dude, thank you very much for the buck. I appreciate it, man. Positive vibes. Sending them your way, Eddie. Thank you so much, dude. Sorry to the people that I messed up your names. And David Shirley sent over another $2 saying, only have 28 5-star and a 6-star Proxima. Keep duping 5-star. Yeah, I know if you're grinding Arena, I know you want to be pulling those new 5-stars. Hopefully you can expand the roster. Hopefully you stop the dupes. Hopefully you stop the dupes. Maybe he's a little high. He wanted Coke. I don't know, dude. Like, he wasn't, I mean, maybe he was. But it's not like he didn't look like a dumb dude. He didn't look like some, some dirtbag dude. He didn't look like he didn't look like a stoner guy. Not that stoners are dirtbags, all right? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, you know, he's like a normal dude, but I guess he didn't understand the finer workings of the Slurpee machine. I don't know. If it was late night, he was probably drunk. It wasn't even late night. It was like mid-afternoon. You know, like 3 p.m. type of thing. I don't know what he was thinking, man. I don't know what he was thinking, but yeah, he wanted that Coke. He didn't get another flavor either. He did that and then he left. Part of me was always curious, like, if he just did that to be funny, and like, like, can you, like, because I could do that too, right? Like, I could walk into a 7-Eleven, kind of wait for somebody else to show up. This is like a real crazy way of thinking, right? But like, it would be kind of funny if I walked into a 7-Eleven, waited for 2 other people to show up that wanted Slurpees, and then just intentionally filled up like a clearly broken flavor of Slurpee, and just like said one thing and just like left the cup and walked out of there. Like, it wouldn't. I don't know why I would ever want to do that. But sometimes I want to do stuff like that. You know what I mean? Not recorded or anything like that, just for fun, man. I don't know. Real weird way of thinking, but I kind of want to do something like that now. So I always wondered, like, what if he did that? Like, he didn't have any friends around that were watching him do this. So I don't think that was the case, but you never know. All right, I want to do something else before I left. I want to pop open some PHCs to... I'm not even that close, actually. Never mind. I was going to pop some PHCs to get the rest of these milestones, but... never mind. I didn't get as close to the final milestone as I thought I would, so... Maybe his throat was just really parched, but he had no money, so he had to choose the one he knew could quickly drink some of and not have to pay for and not get in trouble. Dude! That could be it, too. I could do it, too. You do the cokey pokey and you turn yourself around just to say it's poop. I don't know, LOL. Oh, star, that was terrible. I don't know what that was. Well, that was bad. Alright. It's that time of night, though, guys. I need to get out of here. I've had a bad stoner experience at 7-Eleven. The 5-minute trip felt like 4 hours. Really? Holy crap. First 5-star was Winter Blade and 2-star Iron Man OG. Dude, you got a Winter Blade? That's awesome. I want a Winter Blade. Is that Winter Soldier, I'm guessing? It's got a 4-star Heimdall from the Daily Grandmaster Crystal. Any good? I have a 4-star Cosmic Awakening Gem. I think he's mostly a Synergy champion. So, yeah. Oh, whoa, wait. One last go around with the 2.3 boss, and I'm done with Variant. Here we go. Dude, Aaron Abdo. Wait, I scrolled up to see that comment. Are you done? Are you 100% Variant right now, or do you have to do, like, the full path and the boss or something? I'm curious, man. I'll hang out if you're at the boss killing him right now. I'm curious to see what you get, man. We all want to know. Your last before I go to bed. What's your last one, Hector? Wow, BG, you're judging someone on appearance. Wait, what does that mean? First off, I wasn't. I was trying to say the guy looked good. But what does that mean? That wow, I'm judging. Are you saying my appearance is bad? Yeah, so what if it is Hector? Screw you, man. I have 4-star Electro, and wait. I have 4-star Electro, and I have Marvel Contest of Champions. Okay. That's, congrats on having 4-star Electro and Marvel Contest of Champions. Nice. What's up, PG? How do you deal with champions with insane regen? Heal block. The Despair Mastery can also be really good if you apply a bunch of debuffs and you have the Despair Mastery maxed out, or champions that reverse that healing like Void. Those can all work. Certain champions like Archangel's Neurotoxin can shut it down if he's awakened as well. I'm at the boss, but will die multiple times. Not worth waiting. Okay. All right. Well, tell us tomorrow what you got then. Aaron, if you're at the boss fighting him right now, type something mid-fight. Yeah. Yeah, dude. But all right, I'm out of here for the night then, guys. There was a bunch of super chats. Thank you so much, everybody who sent over some super chats to continue supporting me and the channel. Jerry Morano with the 10 bucks as the big D. Unless I forgot to maybe I forgot to update. Did Super Dirty Pickle send? It just hit me right now that I didn't really update. No, actually, I think this is correct. I think it's correct. So, Jerry, if you're still in here, thank you so much. But thank you to everybody as well. And I'll be back tomorrow, normal time. And I'll probably post an Alliance War video tomorrow, too, for those of you who want to keep up with the Alliance War vids. 2 up if you don't mind. All right, John, real quick, and then I'm getting out of here. Where's 2 up? Oh, I can't find it. Maybe I'm going to take it back. Maybe I'm not going to read because I can't find it. This better not be one of those trolls where there is no 2 up. 'Cause I saw 1 up. Awkward. I thought this was going to only take a second. Here we go. Brian, if you ever get a champion that runs so well with suicides and use them all the time in Alliance War, but suicides don't work well with other top champs, would you change to permanent suicides even for defense? No, I wouldn't be able to put suicides on defense. Alliance War is too important these days for me. I used to not care at all about Alliance Wars, and for the most part, I could take or leave Alliance Wars. I don't necessarily care that much about the winning or losing side of it, but I do care about the other 29 people who care about Alliance Wars and that side of everything. So yeah, for the sake of playing with other people in this game and wanting to do my best for those other people, I would have to drop suicides for defense. It is possible to drop suicides just for defense and then use suicides for the rest of the time, though. So that is something that, depending on the champions I get, I could consider doing. But okay, that's it. Now I'm out of here. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night.